Hello, and welcome to our Erie County District Attorney's Office YouTube weekly video that we do every week here at the Erie County DA's office. And again, where we talk about various issues of criminal justice that affect not only the lives of residents here of Western New York, but the lives of people across this state and across this country. Obviously, in my opinion, public safety is the most important thing that we as a society need to help out on and need to ensure happens. There is nothing, in my opinion, more important than public safety of our residents and the individuals who live in our society. And so my job as Erie County District Attorney is to ensure that the public is safe and that the streets are safe. And that is what I do each and every day that I wake up and each and every day that I come to this office. And so, one of the things that I'm seeing here in Western New York, and again, it's happening all across the country and all across the state, is the exploitation of individuals for sex trafficking. It is such a problem, not only locally but in this country, that we have a number of years ago created a Western New York Human Trafficking Task Force, where we have a group of law enforcement leaders get together, and the sole purpose is to combat human trafficking, which, human trafficking involves, labor, forcing people to do work. But mainly, what we see here in Western New York is forcing mainly women, but there are obviously boys involved and men involved as well, but we see mainly women being exploited for sexual purposes. So that's the whole point of the Western New York Human Trafficking Task Force, where we try to combat this problem. And the task force is consisted of members of the United States Attorney's Office and the great U.S. Attorney J.P. Kennedy, members of the FBI, Homeland Security, Secret Service, DEA, ATF, all of our federal partners are involved in combating human trafficking. You bring into that the Erie County Sheriffs, a number of the suburban law enforcement agencies here in Erie County. We have members from Tonawanda, Amherst, Cheektowaga, like I said, the Sheriff's Department, designated members of those particular police forces who have been assigned and are liaisons to the Western New York Human Trafficking Task Force has been a tremendous benefit. In addition, the Buffalo Police Department and my office. I recently assigned a new assistant district attorney to be in charge of my human trafficking here in my office. That is Pat Swanson. Some of you may know Pat Swanson. Pat was the former Chautauqua County District Attorney for 4 years down there from 2017 to 2020. He ran for re-election, was not successful, but to Erie County's benefit, we brought him in here because he's such a great person, for one, but a great lawyer and a great prosecutor. So Pat Swanson, the former Chautauqua County DA, is now a leading member of my staff, where he is now the liaison and point person for the Western New York Human Trafficking Task Force. Let me give another shout out here to my cousin, Mary Cosgrove Moran. Mary is the executive director of the Western New York Human Trafficking Task Force. She is an outstanding attorney and an outstanding executive director of this task force who, like me, firmly believes in protecting these vulnerable populations who are being exploited. And so with Mary's leadership, with the leadership of the Western New York Human Trafficking Task Force, this is something that we take seriously. And like I said before, we combat. As I leave here now, today, it'll be after you maybe see this video, but today I'm going to speak at a luncheon for PATH, which is People Against Trafficking Humans. They are having a community awareness event for World Day Against Trafficking in persons. Today, I'm going to go speak at that lunch and kind of give them the same message that I'm giving you right now, which is I take this seriously. I'm here to protect victims. I'm here to protect society, and I'm here to put the bad people in jail. Thank you, and I'll see you next week.